In the freezing winters of Colorado, a man named Alberto found only one place warm enough to sleep: jail. This is the story of the price he paid for a dream. In a poor village, nestled somewhere in the mountains of South America, a young man named Alberto grew up with a faint, yet persistent dream, a dream of a better life. Holding on to nothing but that vague hope, he started to walk. He walked for weeks, for months, crossing borders on foot until he finally reached the United States as an undocumented immigrant. His journey eventually led him to a small, rural town in eastern Colorado. Colorado's summers are suffocatingly hot, and its winters can freeze you to the bone. The wind cuts like a blade, and sudden blizzards can swallow the world whole. And in one harsh corner of that unforgiving land, a man lay unseen, forgotten by everyone. His name was Alberto. His face carried the distinct features of the native people of the South American mountains. He was only in his early 20s, yet life had already pressed him brutally to the ground. He had come to America with a heart full of hope, but reality was a far cry from the land of opportunity he had imagined. He spoke almost no English, and his heavy accent and dark skin made him an easy target for prejudice. Without money or papers, he took whatever odd jobs he could find, washing dishes, cleaning yards, but none of them ever lasted. The little money he managed to earn was often spent on alcohol, a fleeting comfort from the constant exhaustion and loneliness of being homeless. But in this small town, drinking in public was illegal, and the police kept a constant eye on him. So, he developed a strange survival strategy. During the freezing winters, he would intentionally get arrested. A warm bed, 3 meals a day. The jail was a sanctuary during the hot summers. He survived on meals from the local homeless shelter, eating quietly in hidden corners between buildings. At night, he found a place to sleep beneath the eaves of an old, abandoned funeral home on the outskirts of town. To the townspeople, he was just an invisible shadow, a ghost haunting the edges of their community. Then, one summer, something changed. As Alberto sat behind a wall, eating a small boxed meal from the shelter, a young woman sat down beside him. Her name was Sophia. She had gentle, weary eyes and, like him, was homeless and a native person from South America. At first, they barely spoke. A shared nod, a quiet acknowledgement of each other's presence. But day after day, they found themselves in the same spot, sharing the same silence. Slowly, cautiously, they began to open their hearts. They spoke of their homes, their families left behind, and the shattered dreams that had led them to this lonely corner of the world. In each other, they found a flicker of warmth in the cold indifference that surrounded them. Then, on a sweltering summer night, Sophia's voice trembled as she spoke. "Alberto, I think I'm pregnant." Alberto froze. The first emotion that hit him wasn't joy. It was pure, paralyzing fear. We can't even take care of ourselves," he whispered, his voice cracking. Tears quietly rolled down Sophia's cheeks as the weight of their reality crashed down upon them. A new life was coming, a life they had no means to protect. Desperate, the two of them sought help. They went to a local church, a place they hoped would offer compassion. But reality greeted them with cold, hard rules. "We can give you food, but we can't provide shelter," one person told them, avoiding eye contact. "Sorry," another said, "our regulations won't allow it." And then came the most painful rejection of all. People would physically step back from Alberto, their faces scrunching up in disgust. It was his smell, the smell of the streets, of sweat, of stale alcohol soaked deep into his unwashed clothes. It was the scent of poverty, and it made him an outcast even among those who claimed to want to help. Alberto lowered his head in shame and whispered softly to Sofia, "I'm sorry." He felt as if he was failing her, failing their unborn child before its life had even begun. The weight of it all became too much. One day, a fellow homeless man offered him a bottle. Alberto hesitated for only a moment before taking it. He drank, trying to numb the fear and the shame. It was then that Officer Allen, a familiar face, saw them. With public drinking being a repeated offense, Alberto was arrested immediately. This time, it wasn't a short stay. With his prior record, the judge sentenced him to long-term detention. From behind the cold bars of his cell, Alberto's only thoughts were of Sofia. "Sofia, I'm sorry," he would murmur into the darkness. I can't get out." While Alberto spent months locked away, Sofia was left to face the world alone. As the days grew shorter and the first chill of autumn arrived, she knew she couldn't survive a Colorado winter on the streets, especially not while pregnant. So, she left. She disappeared from the small town, leaving no trace behind. When Alberto was finally released, the world was a colder place. He walked back to their spot, that empty lot by the abandoned funeral home, but no one was waiting for him. The sun beat down on the dusty ground where he and Sofia had once shared their hopes and fears. He was alone again, utterly and completely alone. After a few more aimless weeks, Alberto left the town as well, another shadow drifting away. Where did he go? Did the child Sofia carried ever make it into this world safely? And now, somewhere out there, where is Sofia? How is she living? These are questions without answers, fragments of a story swallowed by the vast, indifferent landscape of a country that was supposed to be a land of dreams. Thank you for watching. If you are moved by Alberto's story, please consider supporting organizations in your local community that help the homeless and those struggling. A little compassion can make all the difference. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that deserve to be heard.